Good evening and welcome to 5 A Day with Jay. I am your host, J.R. Murdock. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you this evening? It's so great that you're here with me. This evening I got to speak with Timothy Niederreiter, an excellent author. I will link to him in the show notes. And our conversation, we did an episode of his podcast, which I will, again, link to in the show notes. Tim and I have known each other for quite some time, so it was fun to sit down and talk with him. We actually met on the Dead Robot Society Facebook group. We knew of each other there. Where we actually got to talking with one another was during the weekly writer group that I'm still a member of from the Dead Robot Society. Every week on Wednesday, we all get together. If you're looking for a writing group, I recommend joining the Dead Robot Society Facebook group. It gets posted there every week, and join. Everyone is welcome. There's no limit to the number of people that can join, at least not yet. If we obviously get 1,000 people in there, it'll be like, oh, you know what, slow down, people. But on any given week, there's 5 to 10 people there at most. But in the beginning, it was Tim and I and Kimmy Alexander who got the whole thing going. Drew would join, a couple other people would start to join, and just slowly it grew. I don't attend as regularly as I probably should. It's a great motivational group to keep you inspired. And then that was the whole point of the group, was to sit down and talk and discuss where are we at, what are we doing, what's our plan for the following week, holding each other accountable, what happened, why didn't you meet your goal, what are you working on to improve that. That was what we did, and it worked very well for a very long time. I took a step back from writing, and I didn't realize just how long of a step back I had taken. When Tim and I spoke last, I was talking about this grand arc of 15 books I wanted to write for the V&A shipping universe across 4 different titles. When Tim and I sat down and talked this evening, I realized, oh my God, it's been 4 years and I'm still talking about doing the exact same thing I wanted to do 4 years ago. The difference, and the interesting thing is, it was episode 15. He had just gotten started and he's been doing this every week, and he's been pumping out the books, and he's been doing a wonderful job at keeping the content flowing. Myself, I put out a whole lot of books in a short period of time. All of them were horrible failures. They had terrible editing. They were good stories, but they needed a little bit more. I also didn't spend a lot of time pushing them out. That's something that I'm working on changing. As I've discussed many times during this podcast, I've worked to make the books better. I've done a lot of editing, a significant amount of editing in all of these books to make them the best they can be right now for what I can afford and what I can do. I've got a lot of books. So it was fun to sit down and talk with Tim about where I've been, because one of the things I've had to deal with is, without intending to, I became one of those authors of, whatever happened to? I'm back. I'm back, and I intend to stay back. I intend to get on track. I intend to get books rolling out. I intend to keep them rolling out with regularity. One of the things Tim and I also talked about this evening was consistency. And how long have I been saying on this videocast, consistency is the key. That's the one thing I've been missing, is consistently getting one book out after another. What's the best thing you can do to advertise your current book? Write the next book and get it out there. That's what I need to do, and I know I need to do this. That's what I'm working towards. I'm working on getting my short stories covered, compiled, and uploaded. I'm working on getting the compilations of short stories covered, compiled, and uploaded. The print versions of those as well, so they're done, they're out. I don't have to worry about them. I'm working on getting the ebooks of the books I have completed done. They're already covered. I just need to get them compiled and uploaded. I'm working on getting the print versions of all the completed books done and ready to upload. This means when I get a book completed, I won't have to worry about, oh my gosh, I need to do the book cover. Oh my gosh, I need to work on the blurb. Oh my gosh, I need to work on this part. It'll be done. All I'll have to do is work on the formatting, get the ebook formatted, boom, upload. Get the print book formatted, boom, get it uploaded. Look, when I do that, I've got 2 months where I can focus and worry about the next book. That's my whole goal, is to reduce as much stress as I put on myself so that I can keep the content rolling out, to keep my head clear and not be all, oh, I need to get this done. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm going to do next. The other thing I'm working on with consistency is this video. Not this one in particular, but the entire series of 5 a Day with Jay. Yes, I'm not always at 5 minutes. I have a tendency to ramble. I can't help it. I love doing these videos now. I love sitting down and talking to the camera, and as I said from the very beginning, these will get better as I go along. I'll get more comfortable. My thoughts will be a little more organized. Yes, sometimes I can be a little flighty when I sit down and do them, but at least I'm keeping the video content rolling out. Consistency, that's a key. I'm also blogging every single day. 5 a Day with Jay happens 5 days a week unless I'm somewhere else away from the computer, and then I'm still going to blog every day. I'm up to an 80-day streak on blogging. I'm over 100 episodes of 5 a Day with Jay. Consistency. Why am I being consistent? Why am I doing this? Even if I have so few people watching and listening to what I'm doing, why am I doing this? Trust. I put out many episodes over about a year to a year and a half of V&A Shipping, Billy Barbarian, Golden West, Episode 1. All of these audio productions I did. I had a podcast. I had everything going for about a year and a half, probably close to 2 years, where I was putting out content regularly. Then I started publishing books, and I started an irregular publishing schedule, but I was putting out the books that I had completed. And then I faded away. I had an audience of, at the time, maybe 200 people. And then I just gave up on them. Because my books, although the audio versions were doing really well, the ebook and print versions weren't. To me, it felt like a failure. I felt like I committed all that time to getting my writing career going, and it wasn't going anywhere. I had failed. Looking back now, with a more level head and more maturity behind me, I can see exactly what I did wrong. I gave up on myself. I didn't keep moving the wheel forward. I shotgun approached my release schedule. My whole plan was, hey, I'm going to start releasing the first episode or the first book in multiple different series and see what sticks to the wall and focus on that series. Through watching many courses about writing, watching 20 books to 50K, the biggest thing that I've seen of other authors who have been successful as well is consistency. If you're going to work on a series, work on that series. If you're done with that series, then move on to another series. Or at least get one series established before you start working on another series. Because what happens if you work on a series and you put out the first volume 1, people are like, okay, where's volume 2? That's how you get read through. People see volume 2, they go read 1 and 2. They see volume 3, they see read 1, 2, and 3. You get people reading through your books. You get people buying the books and reading through everything. That's where I fell down. I released Estelle. I released V&A Shipping. I released Billy Barbarian. I released GRPC Book 1. I released Golden West Book 1. All these Book 1s, but never a Book 2. And then V&A Shipping Book 2 came out, and everyone was like, well, they'd already moved on. And their biggest question was, okay, where's the audio? Yes, I need to work on the audio. I know I need to get that done. I understand. We're getting there. First thing I need to do is get all of the print and ebook editions out there first. Then I can start rolling on recording the audio. We're getting there. Little by little, we're getting there. And the biggest thing, and I'll make a whole blog post about this when May 5th rolls around, is the starting from zero. I am starting all over again. Yes, I have a random person read Paradise Palms or one of my supernatural learning books here and there. I get random people reading my books or buying a book. No consistency to that either. No regularity to that. Again, consistency. I need to be consistent. I need to get the books out there, and I need to regain the reader's trust. That's the whole point of me blogging every day. That's the whole point of me doing 5 a day with Jay with regularity, is to regain readers' trust. That said, I'm going to link Tim in the show notes. This week, there will be 2 5 a days with Jay because the missus and I are going on another little hiking excursion, a little getaway. Again, we're trying to do this once a month. Just her and I get away, go do our thing, relax, enjoy, and come back refreshed and recharged and hit the ground running again. So we'll see what happens. Again, I can't express how happy I am of every view I get on my videos, of every read I get on my blog posts, and of everyone who's over on the audio version. I saw we got a second person went through, listened to every episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for rediscovering me or discovering me. I would love to hear from you. If you're one of the people that are listening to this and you feel so inclined, drop me a note. I would love to hear from you. Jay@ofgnomesandwarves.com. Hop over my blog, jrmurdock.com. I got all my contact information there. I would love to hear from you. If you need something of mine to read that you have not read yet, drop me a note. I will get it to you. Any of it. Just say hi. Hi, Jay. I'd love to read Billy Barbarian. Boom. It's in the mail on its way to you. Sign up for my email list. I'll send you a book from there as well. I would love to have you on my email list. Once we start getting books rolling out, that email list is going to be hot and active. I'm going to be dropping at least 1 a month, if not 2. That's my goal. Again, I created an email list and completely neglected it once I created it. I created it and left it there. It's time to change that. It's time to get things moving forward. It's time to take responsibility for my writing career and to do this right. We're on the ground floor here. We're on the ground floor. We can only go up from where we're at. My books, my book sales, my book rankings, my author ranking, it's in the tank. Most of my books are in the at least 2 million, if not up to 5 million for their ranking on Amazon, which is deplorable. Just selling one book bumps it up into the hundreds of thousands. That tells you how long it's been since some of these books have actually sold a single copy or had a read through on Kindle Unlimited. We're going to change all that. We're going to change that by getting a better stream of books flowing out. That's the goal. That's the plan. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed. I've got the road ahead of me plotted out. I've got my work cut out for me. And I've got things ready to go. As I said at the beginning, we're getting things scheduled so I can put it on autopilot. I can schedule my email blasts. I can schedule everything. And hopefully people stop by and say, "Hey, Jay, missed you. Glad to see you're still doing something." And this is why I reached out to Tim Niederreiter and was on his show. This is why I saw T. Morris is doing a video cast coming up on May 1st, the 10-year anniversary of their novel that came out. I participated in that. I wrote a short story in their universe that's part of that universe. I would love to sit down and chit-chat with them, have a talk and say, "Hey, T and Pip, it's been so great and I've enjoyed the ride." I still remember writing that story and working with T. Morris on that story. It was a great time. But I'll be reaching out to other podcasters that I know and say, "Hey, I would love to interview you. It's been a very long time." I need to get my name out there again, and it's not going to be easy. When podcasting was small, I knew all the players. It was easy to just reach out and go, "Hey, I'd love to be on your show." I don't know people out there anymore. I don't know who's doing what. I don't know where this has all gone to because I kind of faded into the background. I kind of let it go. It's time to rediscover the world of podcasting, to rediscover people that are doing vidcasts on books. Time to reach out to some of these people, find out, do some more interviews. It's the only way I'm going to get the word out that I'm back and I'm doing what I'm doing, and then I need to stick to my schedule and get the work done. With that said, I have been Jay. You have been awesome. Until next time.